God, what did I do? I don't even know what I did. To be honest, I mean, I got the script and I just worked with what was on the page, tried to make it make sense to me. And yeah, in this film, Percy, where we ended off in the first movie, he was the hero, everything was great. He saved the day. And now we pick up and he's at the camp and he's not the hero anymore. He's filled with self-doubt. There's another demigod that's kind of one-upped him at the camp. So he is kind of filled with all these insecurities and everything. And on top of that, he really just wants to communicate with his father, who's really absent in his life. And then he's thrust in this adventure. So I guess, I just worked with the material in that sense, with, the scenes that were given to me externally. What did I do? I'm not sure. I just tried to make it make sense to me as much as possible. He's thrust in this adventure, and he's not sure if he's good enough to be the hero. So I guess that self-doubt is constantly on his mind. Then it just happens naturally. So.
Pregunta 2, Arturo Tobar, de Urbano DF. Okay.
Hi Logan, welcome to Mexico.
I can hear you great.
Más fuerte, por favor.
Welcome to Mexico. I gotta tell you, I'm quite a fan of Percy Jackson books, so
thank you.
Congratulations. It's quite fun, the movie. But I was wondering, given your current experience with actors and directors and everything, what would you prefer? I was wondering, to work again with Mel Gibson, or work again with Emma Watson and kiss her again?
Oh, between the two?
Yeah.
Emma Watson. That's an obvious choice. I'm gonna go with Emma. She's so talented, and we actually became good friends too. I don't know Mel Gibson at all. I was a little kid when it's weird to even say work with him because I wasn't working. I was just a prop. I was a kid. I was sit here, get him out of school, sit right here and just smile to the camera, whatever the heck you're doing, But no, Emma's great, so I'll pick Emma in a second.
Cool. Or maybe Mel Gibson could direct the movie.
Maybe. He is a great director. That is true.
Cool. Thank you.
Pregunta 3, Nayeli Herrera, de Red Shock Inc.
Hola Lola, después de 3 años, ¿cómo te sentiste al regresar al set y ver a tus antiguos compañeros? Algo gracioso que te haya pasado en el set, y bueno, mucha gente se pregunta por qué Pierce Brosnan no regresó a esta secuela. ¿Tú sabes por qué? Gracias.
Brosnan, yeah. I'm not sure why Pierce didn't come back. I'm sure it must have been some sort of scheduling thing. That's usually the reason why that sort of happens. But we have Anthony Head, and he's amazing in this film, and really did a great job. Picking up in his stilts, because he had to wear stilts the whole time to be a horse. But reuniting with the cast was great. We're all old friends, and old friends now because we shot the first movie 4 years ago. It's been 3 years, since we, started the second film. So it was a good reunion for us. We just had a good time on set. It never gets too intense, and there's never too much conflict between the characters or anything that's really going to cause conflict between, I guess, us as people in real life. So we just had a really good time making this movie. And I remember just, some of these scenes were, there's so much fun in the movie, but to film they can feel so ridiculous that we just had laughs, just from the situations of being inside a sea monster, on a ship, controlling a gun and shooting our way out of the belly of the sea monster. That stuff is fun, and we cracked up the whole time.
Pregunta 4, Melissa Servín, Gamerside.
Hola Logan.
Hey.
Yo te quiero preguntar, si tuvieras un superpoder en la vida real, ¿cuál sería y qué harías tú para salvar el mundo o planeta? ¿Qué es lo que propondrías? Porque bueno, tu película es increíble. No sé.
Thank you. daily situation. I would love. Let me take these off for answering and then put it back on. What would I like to do? I don't know. I mean, I think controlling the weather would be very, very, a very nice power to have. To be able to do that would prevent a lot of natural disasters. It would be great. A
Pregunta,
serious answer, right? Sort of.
pregunta 5, Laura Ángeles, entérate online.
Por acá, welcome to Mexico. Yo quisiera saber qué ha significado para ti Percy Jackson en tu carrera y cuál fue el reto en esta película que te implicó para hacer.
Well, I mean, Percy Jackson for me in my career really, I mean, it opened the doors for like a lot of things for me. But at the same time, it was just a huge opportunity. I remember starting off. I mean, when I first got the script and finding out that Chris Columbus, who our original director, was, that he was going to make the film, and the idea of working with him on a fantasy adventure, it was like a childhood dream. So it made it was just a big impact on me to be a part of it. And then the after effects led to opening up doors to smaller films that I normally couldn't be a part of. Helping those, I guess, go into production somehow. I guess because of the value of these movies, they allow smaller films like the ones that I did, and I feel awkward mentioning or something like that. But I did a film called like Perks of Being a Wallflower, which would never get made if I wasn't a part of a film like this. So that's nice. And it's a fun movie to be a part of. But the challenges of making a movie like this, I'd say, more than anything, are physical challenges. The stunt work, the wire work, sword fighting, taking hits and falls and all that. It's physically draining, but I really enjoy it. So it's a good time. At the end of the day. You're contributing to a movie, and that's a big deal for me. What I've always wanted to do. So, I don't know.
Pregunta 6, Daniela Guzmán, Diario Op.
To be honest, I mean, I from both of them, from both directors, they really gave me a lot of freedom just to go where I wanted to go with the character, and. I'm pretty vocal and opinionated and everything, so we'd have conversations, but at the end of the day they just kind of let me do my thing, which was nice. But I'd say just going into like the differences between Chris and Tor, which are very, very big differences. Tor really brought out the tone of the book more so than Chris did. And if you read the books, and if you've read the books, they're really fast-paced, fun, funny adventure, stories. And Tor really brought that out in this movie, and upped the scale with all the action and adventure. But I guess that's like the main difference between them. But in terms of like how they help me, I guess navigate the character's arc and everything, they really just kind of just said, do your thing. That was kind of nice.
Gracias.
Gracias.